I first went to get involved with SGA after interning the summer after my first year here at Susquehanna on Capitol Hill in DC, and I interned with Congressman Scott Perry, and just being involved in politics and really seeing what goes on in real-life government, it inspired me to get involved here.
I got involved to help out my constituents, my fellow students, and just to kind of know what's going on campus more.
I got involved in SGA my sophomore year. I ran for president of the class, and I was elected, and I did the same my junior and senior year.
Essentially, for the first 2 years of my time at SU, I wanted to leave the school in order to sort of escape all of those problems that I saw wrong with it. But eventually, through my involvement in the Black Student Union and other organizations on campus, I came to realize that it would probably be far better for me to sort of tackle these issues head on. And so when this opportunity to become the Board of Trustees representative came up, I was nominated by a professor. I figured it would be the best way for me to get a broad sense of the university culture as a whole, so that I can sort of affect that change through the other organizations that I was in on campus.
I became involved in SGA last year during my sophomore year as a Diversity Council liaison, and that was inspired by my previous role as a class president back in high school.
The best part of SGA is just seeing who fills the body. You get students from all walks of life, all different ages, who are involved in so many things on campus, so bringing them together to talk about the real issues and how to better the body, there's nothing else like it on campus.
I like seeing the behind the scenes, how everything goes. One example is rewriting the Constitution and how us talking about it and really making sure it's going to be legit for the coming years.
My favorite part of SGA, I think, is just getting to know my constituents. I like meeting different people with different majors than I am, so that gives me a good amount of new ideas and interests.
Everything that we're involved in and just helping out the campus as a whole and creating events for people to get involved and just have a good time on campus and actually get a good experience at Susquehanna.
The coolest thing about being on SGA is realizing there are a lot of like-minded students that care deeply about the university and care about its direction in the future. So often when you're just going through your classes and just going through the motions as a Susquehanna student, you may feel somewhat detached. You may feel as though people are complaining more than they're willing to help. But when you go to SGA and you see people that are actively working, putting a lot of personal time and effort into ensuring the well-being and the future of the university, it gives you a little bit more hope for the value of Susquehanna in the future.
There's been a lot of changes over the last 4 years. Most notably, we have a new mascot, the Riverhawk. We'll soon have a new president.
Changes from off campus being taken away, 18th Street being built, from more diversity on campus, from students of all different backgrounds coming around, and there's a lot more unity, I think, as well from my freshman year.
I wouldn't say they're necessarily changes, just more so an awareness of the administration that students didn't have during my freshman year. A lot of times people chalk up their problems to the administration, not really realizing that these are people that are quite literally right over there in Selinsgrove Hall that they can go to and speak to at any given time. The university itself has made a great effort at transparency, and so a lot of students actually know what's going on a regular basis because the administration is putting out their best foot and trying to make sure that students stay involved and stay committed at every part of every process.
Lots has changed just on the students level and as well as the management level. I would say diversity, the way that things are run within the administration.
In regards to diversity, there's been a lot of programs and a lot of events that have been happening, like the race kiosk and also just the Let's Talk forums and everything that have gone on to improve as a campus.
I think SU is at a very exciting point in our history. We have a chance to really kind of start fresh and bring in new students and increase our student body both in size and diversity. So I think there's going to be a lot of changes and a lot of added cultural diversity in the next couple of years.
I see SU becoming a bigger school. I think more majors coming, more people from different countries, different backgrounds, from all over the country and all over the world.
SU is heading on the right direction. We have diversity not just in terms of race, but just perspectives, where areas that students are coming from, whether it be international or with different interests.
I see it on a very positive direction, especially if we keep the SGA, the administration, in the same way that it's going now. It's improving in a lot of things, and just There's a lot of work that can still be done, but it's getting there.
In being on the Board of Trustees, it provides me a very unique experience. I get to interact with the individuals who actually make the final decision on a lot of the matters that relate to the university. One of the biggest things that I've learned is that essentially they really want to increase the value of a Susquehanna University education over the long term.
I would say that SGA is there to support everyone and just reaching out to your senators, your class presidents, and speaking up on ideas or new things that you want to see happen on campus. Just showing up to one meeting once in a while and getting to know everyone is a great impact and a good, fun way to get involved and get yourself out there.
I'd like to encourage everyone to just do something. When you have a problem, go out and find the individuals that can make things happen, or become an individual that makes things happen.
Reach out to us. We're there for you. We speak on your behalf, and please voice your opinion.
I think for me, student government has definitely been the most rewarding thing I've done here at Susquehanna, and I would encourage anyone who feels passionate about making a difference to get involved. You don't always have to be the loudest voice in the room, to have a say.